My year started off in this class being great. My first project was probably like working on iPhoto, I think it was. This is my first time ever using iPhoto. So it was really mind-opening. Throughout this year, this class has helped me with all my other classes. I would have been lost for words if I didn't have this class. This class was a guide for getting through my freshman year. I've learned so much on the Mac. I can now use all the iLife and iWork programs. One of my favorite memories is when we did the Suede video. I was the only underclassman in my group. And if I wouldn't have been in that group, I probably wouldn't understand the culture of New Tech. When I was in this group, there were 3 juniors, and I was the only freshman. But they were actually really cool, and I would have never thought that they would even want me in their group. But once I started to get to know them, they were like my mentors for the year. They helped me out with a lot of things. Even now, they still help me with it. When we did our Suede video, we did The Sound of Music. I've never seen the movie before, but when we finally played it, it was really cool. When I was introduced to Extranorm, I found out that Extranorm was like an animation type of thing. Extranorm was actually really cool because you're talking through an animal. So you can do all types of projects with that, and that was another way. I actually used that for one of my language arts class for reflection. When I did the how-to video, it opened my mind to how I need to schedule things because it was a lot of filming. So in this class, I picked up a lot of habits. I picked up the habit that I need to schedule all dates of when I'm going to do a project. If you're going to do a video, you need to schedule when you're going to film. You need to schedule when you're going to record. If you need to do any voiceovers or anything like that, you need to set a time when you're going to edit it, because if you don't, you're going to run into a lot of problems because record all in one day. You're not going to edit it all in one day. It's a process. I also realized that if you do it late, that your project's not going to be good, because if you take time out to do your whole project and separate in the days, you're going to come out with the final product that's really good. If you just throw something together in the last couple of days, it's going to look like crap. So in this class, I also learned that if I'm going to stay at New Tech, I need to schedule things, because at first I really didn't schedule what I did. But it's great that I'm in this class and that I learned that. The last project that we did, it was a lot of work at first, but the group members that I had, they were really helpful. It's crazy because you wouldn't think students, especially me being in the 9th grade, would do things like this. We set up the whole lesson plan, we made rubrics and stuff like that. We even made an entry document. So doing things like this for kids was a shock for me. It was like, whoa, that's a lot of work. But when we actually did it, it was like, wow, I did it? I was surprised at myself. So in being in this class, it told me that I can do whatever I wanted, basically. Nothing's too big for anyone. As long as you get the help that you need and do it right, you'll always be on top. This class started off not being one of my favorite classes, but as the year closes, it became one of my favorite classes. And I wanted to thank you, Mr. Simpson, for giving me all the information that would carry me through the rest of my life. Thank you.